What's up, Toy Fam, and welcome to another episode of your Totally Cool channel. Yep, there's a big red box beside me. It's not your usual fare, although we did have an episode regarding a similar toy from the same line, from the same character universe as this one. But this is, should I say, the first of its kind that we would be unboxing for you on this channel. We did a Super 7 Ultimates unboxing of Snarf from the Thundercats line, and this one is from a similar universe or a similar line. This is the Super 7 Ultimates Silverhawks, so the Space Thundercats as they call them. We did a Quicksilver review a few weeks ago, but that's a ramen toy. So this one is Super 7 Ultimate. This one is a review on Windhammer. Now, what's distinct about the Silverhawks is that for good guys, the boxes are colored silver, hence Silverhawks. But for the bad guys, they're colored red because their leader is Monstar, and Monstar takes his power from the Red Sun, or the Red Star of Limbo, and that transforms him into a whole new different monster. And this is one of his minions. So that's the background on the Silverhawks. Windhammer is going to be the feature for today. So let's not take too long and take a closer look. Okay, on the previous episode when we featured the ramen toy Quicksilver, we also showed you the Super 7 Quicksilver, and just like that box, this one also has a sleeve. Now the logo up front is, as I said, their leader, the leader of the mob, Monstar. Down here it says Windhammer. Up top it says Ultimates, and at the back, Silverhawks in red. It's the texture is, it's a little bit raised, it's embossed. Same for the top and for the logo as well. So it's a raised feature, and it's a nice touch. It's a beautiful box. Now this is just the display sleeve, because just like the Snarf Ultimate Super 7 Ultimate Thundercats, you just raise this and you reveal the figure within. It's a nice looking window, a nice looking plastic window. It has the Silverhawks logo, which is the emblem for the show, and then you have the character name Windhammer. So the character's here, but let's look at him closer. Let's take a closer look at him later. Let's look at the back. It has a nice animated or a cartoon or a drawing of him. Windhammer, the Storm Master, it says. Well, who is Windhammer? Windhammer, the Storm Master of the villainous Limbo mob, is one of Monstar's strongest followers. With one simple strike of his giant tuning fork, he can smash any close-range target. Windhammer's greatest asset is his ability to use his tuning fork to create weather attacks anywhere in Limbo. Space tornadoes, cyclones, and blizzards are all at his command. Only thing that matches his raw power is his unwavering loyalty to Monstar. Wow. Which goes beyond a basic desire for money. One thing's for sure. The Silverhawks better not get blown away, because Windhammer is a force, quote in parentheses, of nature to be reckoned with. Okay, so he has he can control the weather with his hammer, with his tuning fork, not hammer, tuning fork. Okay, let's look at the window. Again, very nice display window. You can display it like this or with a sleeve. I prefer to do it with a sleeve so that you don't get too much sunlight on the figure. But yes, off the bat you see alternate hands, an alternate face, the action figure, and there's a couple of other accessories. We can only know what's inside after we've taken him out. So let's open him up. Okay, so the box is open. Let's pull him out. Okay, so this is one of those times when the box inside is nothing but a regular red background, so we're not going to take that out anymore because we're going to find it difficult to put him back in. So let's just close the box. Set him aside. Okay, this is a very hefty figure. It's got a lot of accessories, to the point that it has a 2-layered clamshell. Okay, first one, the bottom one, has some effects, probably for his hammer, or sorry, tuning fork, his weapon, and a very intricate alternate head with flowing hair. Okay, you have, these are the possible effects for his tuning fork. And I don't know what this is, but okay. So as it mentions in the back of the box, on the back of the box, says tornadoes, cyclones, and even blizzards. So this looks like ice storm or something. Yeah, it looks like ice crystals and frozen whatever. And his weapon of choice, his tuning fork. Yeah, pretty sturdy. Nice color to it. It's got a nice dark gray sheen or metal to it. Looks like a... Now, the figure is actually strapped in, so let's cut that out. Let's set this aside. Okay, so the actual figure has an actual hand attached to him, and it's got four sets of alternate hands, and that's a closed fist that allows you to hold the fork, another one that also allows you to, here you go, so that's a closed fist. There's one that's pointing to something. This one has a hole where you could put the weapon in. Okay, take that out. Okay, and let's get the figure out cleanly. Okay, I'll be very careful because the styling is just, I mean, from where I'm looking, it's pretty clean, pretty nice. Okay, let's look at the star of the show, Windhammer. Okay, it's best to pull out one arm and then the other one so that he can cleanly get out of the clamshell. Let's set it aside. Okay, come on, little boy, come on, let's get out. Come on. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost. Okay, finally got him out. First look, what he's wearing looks like a robe or a tunic, and it's cloth. It's made of cloth. It's not plastic. It's actual cloth. Pretty nice. The brown finish on this, it feels like, it looks like it's suede or something like that. Now, I've noticed that Super 7 has a lot of articulation, so let's see what we have in store. They have the neck movement, very limited neck movement because of the long hair at the back. Okay, so it's probably because it's kind of stiff because that's where the hair blocks the movement. Let's lift this up to see if, okay, let's lower it down. Okay, you see the shoulder joint. Now, one criticism, if I might call it that, is that the brown of the cloth is now tarnishing the plastic of the toy. But then you're not supposed to remove his clothes anyway. So shoulder joint, again, out, in, forward, backward. It's a ball and socket joint, just like any human shoulder. Also has the bicep twist. Okay, you can twist the bicep in and out, pretty much like people. Okay, like that. Shoulder, sorry, elbow hinge joint is also there, and you have the wrist. This is nice. The wrist accent, the wrist joint movement is a nice accent to it, because now you can hold the weapon in many different ways. You can have action poses in various configurations. Now the waist, there is a waist. There's a hip movement, forward and backward. There's a waist twist, a very limited waist twist, probably because of the belt, and he twists mostly to the left. I don't know why. The right doesn't have a lot of give. Okay, so there's just one knee joint. Other, like Marvel Legends, have two knee joints, but this one has a single knee joint like that. So it's a hip and a knee. The legs go outward, inward, forward, and back like a shoulder. Okay, and then you also have the ankle. The ankle movement is, I'm not sure. Let's see. It's supposed to be able to move because of that. Let's see. Yeah, it does. It's like a ratchet joint where it clicks for every step, or every degree that you move it. So yeah, it's gonna be fun trying to put him in a lot of different poses. Let's see if, okay, let's replace the hand. The hand is simple. It's a ball joint, you know. So let's take the right hand. No, that's the left one. This is the right hand. Okay, the right hand. And it pops in real nice. So he uses this one, okay. And you can still, I think, no, you can't use both hands. Yeah, you can. Okay, you use both hands, and that's a nice strong pose right there. Nice strong pose. And you can, now you see the tuning fork has two prongs, like a tuning fork, and these attachments have holes that are that correspond to the length of holes, or the prongs. So you can attach them like so. Attach them like so, and it's now looking like he's using his weapon. Nice. These are not blast effects, but they're similar to what blast effects should be for, say, something that's flying or something that's firing a weapon. Let's see the other effects. So this is for the wind, I suppose. This is for the cyclone or whatnot. Cyclone, yeah. Nice. Now he's got electricity. Look at that. Look at that mug. Look at that face, man. The face alone is a weapon. If you look like that, you don't need a weapon. You don't. You know, if I'm fighting with this guy, and he blows me away with his wind, I'd say thank you, because I don't have to look at that face anymore. But yeah, that's just mean. Okay, so that's the lightning effect, and this one is the ice effect. Okay, now that's a bit heavy, but the fact that his legs are huge, and you spread his legs out a little bit, center of gravity lowers, and balance is pretty nice. So I am impressed by this figure. I like this figure. For some reason, I thought it was going to be a letdown, but no, I'm pleasantly surprised. The quality of the cloth, the quality of the look. Now, the only thing that's missing is real hair, but you don't. That's asking for too much. So just the way it stands, amazing. Now that we've taken a look at it, let's do a 360. Let's do a 360. That's nice. That's nice. Oh, you can remove his clothes because there's a Velcro. So if it gets dirty, you can probably clean him with, I don't know, dishwashing soap or even baking soda or something. So it doesn't damage the figure, but you can clean his clothes, clean his tunic. Okay, so now that's okay. So the secret there is making sure that you have enough length. Otherwise, it's gonna fall. It's gonna drop. Okay. All right. So that's enough of that. Let's do the detailed review in a bit. So there is Windhammer. Not too long, but a very detailed review, if you may ask me. So first impression, when he was still inside the box, I thought, yeah, nice, cool looking figure. The color is striking, very close to the animation. He was a 3 out of 5 for me when he was still in the box. When I opened it and I touched it, and I felt the sturdiness of the construction and the material that was used, and the tunic that he's wearing jumped easily to 3.5, maybe even 4. Problem with this figure is that he's not a well-known character. He's got very minimal exposure in a very limited series, so I don't have much background on him. But just how he looks. Again, the Silverhawks collection is quite limited for Super 7 for now, and it would be nice to get him together with the rest of the mob. But as far as the first impressions are, about 3.5 is fair assessment. Now for the price, like any Super 7, they range about $70, maybe $70 to $80, 65 maybe. So it's around 3,500 pesos for us here in the Philippines. Sometimes reaching up to 4,000 if you get it in the gray market. But all in all, what I paid for this guy, I think was about 3,500 or even 3,000, and I'm happy. I'm not a big Silverhawks fan, but since I love Thundercats and they're like a junk series, I grew up with them. It's not something that I would probably hold on to. I'd probably sell it later on, unless we can be promised with a Mirage or with other accessories or other new characters that would complete the set. But other than that, it's not a must-have for me in my collection. So with that being said, it's as far as its overall appeal and playability, yes, it has alternate faces. It has these effects. These are pretty cool effects. Alternate hands make for an amazing variation in terms of play. What you can do, the photo opportunity alone with the different faces, the different hands, the different poses you can make, articulation, the way the joints work. I mean, if you're a die-hard Silverhawks fan, you would love to have this. So that's as far as overall, it's a 3 for me. It's a 3 for me. I would, like I said, if I'm asked if I would let go of anything in my collection, this is probably one of the first ones to go. But unless that time comes, he's staying. We will be featuring other members of the Silverhawks and the other members of the villainous mob in the future episodes. So stay tuned for that. I would like to thank you for watching all of our episodes, all of our videos. Please click on subscribe if you have not done so already. We have a lot more to show you in the next coming weeks, next coming episodes. Hit on the bell button so you get notified in case you want to get more future content. Give us a follow on Facebook. The page is the same. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you on future episodes, and happy collecting.